Okay, I think we're live. Sorry about all that. We did miss quite a bit of this game. That is my apologies. I was attempting to get the camera to work from behind home plate so that I could help out you guys see a little better, especially on the pitching side of things. Though, in the end, it just turned out that what I was doing messed up all of it, and I had to kind of reset everything. And um, now we're back in the booth with this, but we are live. So, thank you all. Do not have a thumbnail for this for obvious reasons. Any of my friends need to get this out for you guys. I did not get any of the lineups or score the first few innings. But it is currently 2-2. But it is, yeah, it's 2-0 here for the Cheyenne Post 6 Sixers on a somewhat balmy middle, I'd say low 80s day here in Rapid City. This is the first round of pool play. Bear with me a little as I set up both my scorebook and try to keep track of everything going on the field for you. That one is driven to right. Mitchell and Chase, they make the play. That'll be the third out, and it remains 2-0. Mitchell gotten a couple base runners so far today. Mitchell post 18, doing okay against the Cheyenne post 6 Sixers. These, I believe they're up to 25-4. Of course, this is the first of 3 games we'll be doing. After this will be Mitchell again. They will be playing, I can't remember. Game 2 will be the Laramie post 14 Rangers against Mitchell. So Mitchell is going to have a doubleheader here. I believe most every team gets a doubleheader at some point in this pool play. Hard Hats have their doubleheader tomorrow night at 4:30 and 7. Hard Hats will finish out this triple header with Hard Hats playing Lincoln Southwest High School from Lincoln, Nebraska here at 7 p.m. Okay, well, Mitchell now up to bat.
Sorry about that, number 9, kind of sold.
Many of you will probably, if you are Hard Hats tuning in to the Veterans Classic here, as that one goes out of play. If you're just tuning in and you are a Hard Hat fan, you will recognize These post six Sixers. We played a 3-game series against them at Cheyenne to start out the year, in which the Hard Hats got swept, and then they came over here to Fitzgerald Stadium, and the Hard Hats were able to win 2 of 3, including a great walk-off right before this big break before Memorial Day. They're the second most recent opponent of the Hard Hats. That one grounded over to third. The throw on the money. That'll be out number 1.
5-3 put up for out number one. He's going to bring it to the plate. Top of the order, number 13.
There are some strict requirements on pitch count, so you will see a lot of pitchers being thrown. All right, 1 out here. That's Julian Romero, sometimes center fielder. He closed out the Hard Hats in Game 2 of the series when they of this most recent series with Cheyenne Post 6. Almost every position player on this Cheyenne Post 6 team is also a quite proficient pitcher. McAnally, shortstop, is going to be pitching and hitting in the Pac-12 next year. That one is fouled off and playable, it looks like. A little bit off. That'll end up in some seats nobody's there. Somebody will probably go get it.
Also, the tickets are for 50 cents and getting your name in the drawing.
If you're joining us from Cheyenne or Mitchell, or just checking in because you like the game, welcome here. This is game number 2, the Fitzgerald pool here for the Veterans Classic. This will be going on today. We'll be live streaming some games tomorrow, and then Saturday and Sunday. So it's a 4-day tournament. You'll have plenty of baseball to look forward to. I'm hearing some "Come on, Pete's." Okay. 3, 2, 1 count. Full count. Not keeping track of that right now as I'm filling out the scorebook. That one is grounded back up to the middle. McAnally gets it at short. The throw, a little bit. Oh, they say got him just in time. And that'll be out number 2.
Ground out to the shortstop for out number 2. Going to bring to the plate. The first baseman, number 4, Parker Manville.
Thank you all, or thanks to all of these programs for making the 4th annual Black Hills Veterans Classic possible. It's always a fun experience. That throw on the money. That'll be the final out of the 3rd inning. We're entering the top of the 4th. Hard Hats, or sorry, not Hard Hats. Cheyenne Post 6 leads 2-0.
After 3 complete, score remains 2-0 Cheyenne 06 Sixers. I'd like to thank Beardsley, Jensen, and Lee for sponsorship, providing personalized, client-focused representation for a wide variety of legal issues, including personal injury claims, workers' compensation, estate planning, professional liability, and more. With over 100 years of combined experience, attorneys at Beardsley, Jensen, and Lee are well versed in many nuances inherited within the legal system. Beardsley, Jensen, and
Some
Lee
great birds
understand
out here having fun
what
at the
you
park.
are up against and knows what it takes to win.
Overall, just a beautiful afternoon. It's a little earlier than most of our hard hats games, especially not double headers, but we'll have plenty of this. If you're planning on coming, games are 9 o'clock, 11:30, 2 o'clock, 4:30, and 7. That is the schedule. Today we're only playing 11:30, 2 o'clock, 4:30, and 7. The other few days we will be playing 9 through that 9 o'clock slot in addition. 5 games. 5 games a day. There's also going to be that many games going on at Pete Leanfield, who is hosting the other half of this pool, or of this tournament pool, and whatever happens there, whoever finishes first in the Fitzgerald pool and whoever finishes first in the Pete Lean pool will then play to see who wins the entire thing, and second will play second, third will play third. You'll get the gist of it.
Leading off for top of half of the fourth inning for pool 6, going to be number 4, your center fielder, Braden Pearson.
We've got 5 different states involved here. That one driven deep to right center. The center fielder in pursuit. He makes a great play, and that'll be the out. Good job out there from the center fielder, Carter Simpson. Or Simpson.
Getting ready to play number 6, your left fielder, Owen Burton.
Okay, that'll get down for a single. Going for second here. He will be safe. Man on second. Little hustle play. He almost went for third. He's stuck in a pickle now, and they get him. Never mind. He is not going to be safe. He seemed to think that nobody was guarding third and he could go for it. Thought it would be a savvy base running play and gets caught in the act.
Out number 2, excuse me. Going to bring to the plate, your second baseman, number 9, Cage Coates.
Okay. Okay, Cade Coates, the nine-hole hitter for the Sox. I'm now ready to keep balls and strikes. He's up, going on here. Thank you all for joining us here. Sorry for the delay. I will, once again, in between games, I will desperately try to get that behind the plate situation handled, because it might have just been an issue with the stuff feeding into the computer. That one a strike. 2-1. Might have just been an issue with the stuff feeding into the computer, which would mean that nothing was wrong with the transmitters, which would mean that I can get that to work just fine. That one grounded up the middle to short. He fumbles it, and he'll be able to reach base. Cade Coates. The error going to be ascribed there to Mitchell Post 18's Dylan Sulik. Okay. Mason Tafoya now up, the leadoff man for the Sixers. That one a little bit off the plate. Mitchell, of course, going to save a little bit of their energy for their game against Laramie in about an hour and a half. They did move this game up to a 1:45 start. That one is driven to center, or to right, and that'll be foul. 1-1 the count.
Please return those small balls to the ticket booth and get your name in
You might be able to get a $50 Shields gift card for passing in balls this during the Veterans Classic. I see Cade Coates giving a lead off. They're going to check up on him. He's fine. Getting back to base. Remember, 2 outs. Top of the 4th. And these are all 7 innings to my knowledge. Way just a bit outside, and that'll be a single, or not a single. He'll be able to reach base or reach second on the wild pitch. That one would have worked if you had Manute Bol as your catcher, but not much else. Just a little bit of yips going on there. 2-1 count now to Tafoya. A little high. He seemed to be lingering a little longer, the pitcher there. The pitcher for Mitchell being Tyler Sanderson. 3-1 count to Tafoya. That one a little bit off, and that'll put another man on. Still 2 outs.
Walk to Tafoya, and bring to the plate, number 8, division Julian Romero.
Up comes Julian Romero, the starting pitcher. He's also normally the second man in the order, though, and is normally playing center field, so he's a pretty good bat as well. But he is technically starting pitcher today. Tyler Sanderson looking him down. A little bit high. Yeah, first game there, 15 zip for the Expos. A mercy rule. That one grounded back up the middle. It's going to get by, get into center. I see Cade Coates is coming in. The throw is going to just be to the cutoff man. Cade Coates scores another. RBI single there. We'll get another man on and keep the inning alive for Julian Romero. Coulter McAnally, the Utah commit, coming up to bat now. He'll likely start one of these next few games, might even start the game against Post 22 tomorrow. 2 men on, both with considerable speed with Tafoya and Romero. That one high. Guess I don't have to change the count. I'll try to keep you updated on all the scores as they go on and keep the pool updated as well. They're checking back in on Tafoya. That one is a strike, 1-1. McAnally. Getting ready to play some Pac-12 pitching. Utah did not make the College World Series, unfortunately. Though and also unfortunately for the other Power 5 commit for Post 22 or for Post 6, that one off the plate. The throw to third high. It gets away from the third baseman. Tafoya is going to come in to score. The throw to third a little bit off, and that'll be another run there for the Sixers. And all the way from first to third goes Julian Romero on the double steal. Tyler Sanderson now looking at a very different situation. 2-1, man on third, and now he's allowed 2 runs in this inning, which he had 2 outs and nobody on in. That one a little bit off. 3-1. McAnally, pretty good at taking pitches. I have to give a shout out to the Cheyenne Post 6 Instagram / or just social media man for the graphics he makes. It's pretty good, and I use them as inspiration myself for the graphics for Post 22. I don't know his name or anything, or even if it's a he, but they do a great job over there. Always there's a good connection between Post 22 and Post 6. Obviously we compete on the field, but outside of that, we're kind of friends. And hey, they showed up to our tournament here. It worked out pretty well. I love the old school homage to the Chicago White Sox with the socks in the middle, but it's 6 with that stripe across the white for these Post 6 Sixers. I do like that. They look clean. They resemble the original. 1-0. That one is grounded back up the middle. The shortstop going to grab it this time. The throw is in time. That'll get him. Just barely. A couple of close ones between the end of the last inning and this one, but the Sixers still come out of the inning with 2 more runs. They're up 4-0 going into the bottom of the fourth.
2 runs on 1 hit, 3 errors, 2 men left on base. After 3.5 complete, 4-0 Cheyenne.
So 2 hits there for the Sixers. 2 hits, 2 runs. Neither of them earned. Neither of them earned. 2 errors, and 1 on the shortstop, 1 on the catcher, and 1 man left on base. So that brings us up to the bottom of the fourth here for post 18 Mitchell, or Mitchell post 18. So get ready for all that. 4-0, the score. Not that Mitchell hasn't gotten anybody on base. They do have, really what's hurt them is 4 errors through 4 innings. They're averaging an error an inning, and you could see in that last one, had there not been an error, throwing error from the catcher, 1 less run would have scored on the Tafoya steal attempt, and had there not been a throw high from the shortstop, bumbling of the shortstop, the inning probably would have ended with nobody scoring at all. But they're up to 4 errors on the day, and they all seems to be the difference, as Cheyenne post 6 has been perfect on defense, allowing none of that. And although Cheyenne leads by 4 hits in the battle there, it is, I'd say, primarily those errors that have been hurting Mitchell. They've been keeping it in there with their pitching's been pretty good. And yeah, I do like the color scheme here. You don't see it all the time. A little soft yellow, yellow-brown. The helmets are a little, strong in my opinion, but all reminiscent of the San Diego Padres back in the 80s. And they're doing it a little bit now. The 1-0 here. A little bit low. 2-0. I see all of the. I see Coach Torvey and what I believe is his wife, sitting there, watching the game. That one driven to short. McAnally grabs it. Throw to first is good. That'll be out number 1.
Ground out to the shortstop, ground number 1. Gonna bring up number 3. The center fielder, Carter Simpson.
Okay, 1 out here in the bottom of the fourth. Up comes the center fielder, Carter Simpson, the cleanup man. He made a pretty good grab to start out the last inning. That one right over the middle. That'll be a strike. Once again, thanks to these umpires. That one fouled off. 0-2 count to Simpson. That's Simpson with a B, not the yellow men. Though I suppose he is in yellow today. 0-2. Carter takes that one outside. Post 6 seems to have cleaned up a little, gotten a little more focused. Their last time up against, their last game here was a pretty great game, but it did have quite the defensive meltdown at the end, with 2 errors stopping both the potential game tying run, allowing the game tying run to score, and being the reason that the walk-off happened instead of going to extras. That one grounded right back to Romero. Underhand throw is good. That'll be out number 2.
Ground out to the pitcher. Ground number 2.
Hudson Haley, the catcher, is now up. A stout righty. That one across the middle. Oh, or sorry, off the plate. 1-0. There seems to be, according to Matt Kearney of Fox Sports Rapid City, there seems to be some storms moving in. That one is spiked up the left field line. Only going to be a single thanks to the good throw out there, but that will be a single. Mitchell gets their second hit of the game. That one, Hudson Haley. As I was saying, Matt Kearney of Fox Sports Rapid City claims that there are storms moving towards Rapid City from the southeast, moving northwest, that could delay some games. Though, nothing has happened yet. And we did play through the rain against Sturgis on Tuesday. Up comes Lincoln Bates. That one a little bit up. Still 1 out, but this is the exact same situation that Cheyenne had before Tafoya got walked and 2 men scored. So, ooh, swing and a miss on that one. 1-1 here to Bates. Ooh, a little bit high again. He swings underneath it. That'll be 1-2. Bates having some trouble with that. Maybe a cutter or something. Some upward motion that seems to be throwing him off. 1-2. They check back at first. No problem with Haley. The 1-2. That one is driven deep into right center. It's going to get down, up against the wall. Coming in to score is Haley. The throw back into the cutoff man will not be, or it's going to get over to third. He's safe. RBI triple from Lincoln Bates makes it 4-1. Mitchell on the board. And what is it with these 2-out hits here in the 4th? Okay, RBI triple there, Lincoln Bates. Up comes Mason Herman, the designated hitter. Mitchell looking quite fearsome here. Swing and a miss, a little high. Or a little early, I should say. 0-1 here. Herman. A little bit off the plate. 1-1. The 1-1. That one over the line, or over the plate. 1-2. The 1-2 to Herman. Pitch. Swung on and driven to center. 2 men calling for it. Right fielder gets it. That'll be the end of the inning. Stranding a man on third, but Mitchell did get their first run of the day, making it a 3-run game. So in that inning, 2 hits, 1 run, 1 earned run. That one to Romero, his first of the day. No errors, and 1 man left on base for Mitchell. Going into the top of the 5th here, the due up for Cheyenne Post 6, Corey Williams, Hayden Swain, and Caden Anderson. I will be shutting down this live stream and starting up one maybe 5 minutes after it so that I can set up some things and make that transition while we're waiting in between games. So when that happens and it gets turned off, we are not finished. I am simply switching between games. I will be back in about 5-10 minutes after that, and that will be going on. Stick around. That'll be Mitchell versus Laramie. Hard Hats TV plans to call 12 games. Plans to call 12 games for over these 4 days, with 3 called today. This one, Mitchell Laramie, and Hard Hats versus Lincoln Southwest High School today, in that order. Then tomorrow, Hard Hats doubleheader should both be called. I might end up doing the 2 o'clock game. I'm not totally certain. Then, I mean, they will all be streamed just camera, but Hard Hats TV will not be producing much of anything for those. But then, and then I will be doing 3 games on Sunday or Saturday, and then I should be doing probably all 4 Sunday, the 7th, 5th, 3rd, and 1st. So, you know, quite a workload. That one a little bit high, 1-1. Stevenson throwing a pretty good game here against Cheyenne Post 6. Cheyenne Post 6 known to hop on lowly pitchers. He seems to have enough control and stuff to at least keep him at bay for now. 4 runs over 4 innings is bad in most situations, but not against Cheyenne Post 6. That one is going to be blooped over short. Play is made. That'll be the first out. Okay, Hayden Swain now up. He hit a homer deep to right his last time here. And that was to make it, I believe, a 5-2 game in that Hard Hats versus Sixers series. That one's a strike, 0-1. Stevenson seems to be kind of a softball pitcher. Very little velocity, but a lot of good movement and command. 0-1. A little bit low, 1-1. Pitch. Very slow, and he swung through it. No contact somehow. 1-2. That one was maybe 60, maybe 65 at most. All right, the 1-2. A little bit low. I'll keep it 2-2 to Swain. Sorry, this is not Swain. This is Caden Anderson. Two to Anderson. A little bit inside, does not hit him. 3-2. 3-2-1, my favorite count. Mitchell hanging on this pitch. The payoff. That one grounded up the third base line, fielded cleanly. The throw in time. What a throw! All the way across the diamond. That was a great play there from Mitchell's third baseman, Peyton Mendez. That was a very good play. And that'll get the second out. Okay, up comes Braden Pearson, the center fielder. He's also one of the better relief pitchers on this team. I want to strike. The 0-1 to Pearson. Stevenson. Swing and a miss, way out in front of that one. The slow ball changeup gets him. Sorry, it's Sanderson. But the 0-2 now, Sanderson doing a good job trying to make it a 1-2-3 inning. The 0-2. Over the plate! Caught looking. And that'll be strike number 3. Another strikeout here for Sanderson. And that'll get Mitchell post 18 out of the top of the 5th, completely unscathed. 0 hits, 0 runs, 0 errors, nobody left on base. Going into the bottom of the 5th, still 4-1. A little 1-2-3 there. Wasn't the easiest, a blooper and then a great defensive play, but pretty good overall. I see somebody over there swinging the bat near the dugout. That seems to be a little more than Junior. I bet he's warming up. He should be the next hitter, I bet. So on deck is that little man. He's swinging his bat, getting ready. Almost hits one of the players. He's got a good swing. I'll give him some credit. He's ready to go out there and crush some homers. All right, back to normal. That was a fun little break. 4-1 here. Mitchell bringing up Colin Stangy. Over the plate there. Is that still Romero? I believe it is. I didn't hear any announcement otherwise. 0-1, I believe this is still Romero, but throwing to Stangy, the right fielder. A little bit off. 1-1. The 1-1. That one is grounded over to third. Tafoya, able to handle it, throws it to first. On the bounce, a little bit away. Swain was not able to control it, and that will allow the man to reach. Tafoya did that exact same thing, and it cost Post 6 the win against the Hard Hats in Game 3 of their series here last time, in the 9th inning, or the 7th inning. But today it'll hurt him again. Tafoya, a very sure-handed third baseman, but seems to have some yips in terms of throwing it. Up comes Landon Sulik, the shortstop. That one a little bit high. He'll take it. Ball 1. Mitchell looking for a comeback here. This would be a great way to start things out. If Post 6 takes a loss, that would do a lot for the Hard Hats. Post 6, one of the most threatening teams in this tournament, or in this region, the Fitzgerald pool. They will have to play the Hard Hats, but they might be able to advance even with the Hard Hats not winning against them straight up if they lose this game and the Hard Hats win out. The 1-0. That one is driven down the left field line. It's fair. It's going against the bullpen fence. It'll get there. Handled there by Pearson, and that's a good little double. Look at this Mitchell run. No outs. 2 men on, both in scoring position in the bottom of the 5th. A clean little double across along the left field line. That'll do good. 2 men on here for the leadoff man, Peyton Martez. He made a great defensive play going third to first his last time up. They might be pulling Moreno. Moreno will be taken out of the game. He only allowed 1 run. Swain might be pitching, it looks like. I might be playing crazy. Yeah, it looks like Romero's going out to first. It might be Swain on the mound. There's Romero going out to center. Looks like he's going out to center. That's where he normally plays. They might be shifting a few guys. But yes. Oh no, that is Braden Pearson, one of their better relievers. He got a save last time he was here against the Hard Hats. That makes it easy. Pearson's going to come in from center, and Romero will take his spot. So Romero will go to his normal spot. Pearson, who's normally a right fielder, will come back in from that center field position. They seem to have planned this out. Like I said, Pearson did a great job up his last time against the Hard Hats. He pitched about 2 innings, I believe both scoreless, and got the save. And the one lone win for post 6 in their series here. All right, still 2 men on, no outs in the bottom of the 5th. Two men on second and third here, looking for as Mendez looks up at the pitcher. 1-0. The 1-0 here to Mendez. A little bit off. Able to control it though, Anderson. 2-0. Anderson had some. Anderson's been a pretty good backstop for the for post 6. That one over the plate, catches the bottom corner. The 2-1. Pearson, 2 men in scoring position. That one a little bit off, outside. 3-1. There's a little lightning. We don't talk about that. Swing and a miss. He gets him going. 3-2. Mendez really trying to crush that one. Full count to Mendez. 2 men on, both in scoring position. That one fouled off. Keeps it full count. Full count. Pearson, the payoff pitch. Fouled off again. Mendez a little bit behind that one, but he gets a piece of it and he stays alive. A solid thunderclap there. We do not care. If it were to strike this field, it would hit it would hit any of these lights and none of the kids. Full count. That one, Mendez hits it to Tafoya. It gets over to the shortstop. McAnally does make the play at third, but 1 run will score on the fielder's choice. Good play there. McAnally able to grab it off of the Tafoya Karam, and that'll still score 1. 4-2 now. Man on first, but they get the lead runner outside of the guy who scored, so they get the man who's going to third at least. Up to 1 out. 0-1 count to his brother Parker Mendez. The 0-1. Little low. 1-1. A lot of hard hit balls along the line here today. 1-1. That one is chopped up the middle. McAnally grabs the second. He makes the play. Double play. That'll get him out of the inning. Passes it to first, able to make the first out on his own, stepping on the bag. Coulter McAnally does a great job. Or McAnally. Anyways, that is a double play. Going into the bottom of the, or going into the top of the sixth, it is now 4-2. Still not easy, but Pearson showing off why they brought him in, as they did a pretty good job, or he did a pretty good job there. I'm gonna guess this isn't somebody's walk-up noise. Be kind of weird for the walk-up genre. Not a bad song by any means, but still. Notice McAnally, who has his own brother Landon on this team, was able to get out both the Mendezes on that last play. Nolan Horton will lead us off for the bottom of the sixth, or the top of the sixth here for the for Cheyenne post 6. Walking in Memphis playing here.
Leading on for top half 16 for Cheyenne, going to be number 6, your left fielder, Nolan Hurd.
Okay. Nolan Horton leading off here. Sanderson still in. That one fouled away. Make it 0-1. Mitchell making a little bit of a comeback here. They've been able to tie up the total amount of hits for between the two teams at 5. They would have liked that second run there. That one is driven to deep center, but gonna have the play made. Fly out there to the center fielder, Simpson. Sorry, I was trying to do Simpson with the B. It was a bad idea. Anyways, first out of the inning. Sanderson now facing Cade Coates. His last time up, he reached on an error by the shortstop and scored. A little bit high. 1-0. That one a little bit down, he says. That could have been just a little bit. Slightly misses the zone. Sanderson getting ready to coast. That one hits the dirt, makes it 3-0. Not looking too good for Sanderson in this at-bat. That's going to be a 4-pitch walk. Coates, last time he was on the base pass, was able to get all the way around him with a single from Julian Romero, bringing him in. Mason Tafoya now up. He got a walk his last time up, also a 4-1 walk. I see Coates threatening to go to second. They check back. Probably a smart move. Sanderson delivers. That went right over the plate for strike one. I see some Laramie Rangers sitting down, watching their future opponent here. They'll play Mitchell in about an hour. They throw back to first, not able to get him. Coates still looking like he's going to steal. Cheyenne post 6. Coach going for that. Coates takes off for second. The throw is a little bit late. Second baseman backs him up, so there won't be any sort of extra advancement, but that is a stolen base. Cade Coates makes it to second. It's also a 1-1 count. Coates over at second now. Still one out. Right over the middle. 1-2. Tafoya, got to watch out here. He's been buying time for Coates this whole time. He has not taken any sort of shots himself. No swings. That one gets the inside corner. Tafoya strikes out looking. That'll be out number 2. Big one there. Sanderson hunkering down and getting that. All right. Up comes Julian Romero. He's now playing center field. Last time he got a RBI single. That would be similar to what would happen here if he got a single. That one off the plate, 1-0. Going to check back in on Coates. Coates is a threat to go. Is a threat to start running there. A little bit low. The 2-0. Doesn't quite get anything, makes it 3-0. This is not the place Sanderson wants to be, but the last thing you want is to give Romero a meatball. He'll plunk it into the gap, and I bet Coates will score. That one is a strike. He gets the bottom of the zone. 3-1. The 3-1 to Romero. Low. That'll walk him. 2 men on now. Still 2 out. Both men got on by walk. They are going to check in on Sanderson, and it looks like they're going to pull him. He did a pretty good job today, I'd say. Over 5 innings, only 4 runs allowed. But they are going to bring in a reliever to finish out the inning. Up comes number 2. Let me see who that is. That is Carter Miller coming in to relieve. Carter Miller coming in to relieve. Walter McAnally, the Utah commit, up to bat now. Last time, though, he did ground out to a shortstop play. A shortstop to first base put out. That ended the top of the 4th. Okay. Well, seem like we're ready for Carter. He seems ready, making sure his hair's all tucked in. Here comes McAnally. He's bringing quite a bit of power there as he swings around his bat before getting ready. Miller. The pitch, a little bit low, able to be handled. That's 1-0 to McAnally. And ready, here comes Coulter. The delivery, a little bit low, gets through the catcher's legs, and both runners will advance. All right, 2-0. It is starting to rain a little out here, though nothing that will stop this game on this pretty much entirely turf field. The only part that isn't is the warning track. That one is going to be driven right to third. The play is made. The throw is on and in time. What a throw from Mendez. And he's able to get McAnally, and nobody scores in the top of the sixth. Man, between Miller, I mean, that was a hard-hit ball. McAnally, and then he sold out, going head first into first, trying to get there. But it did not matter. Both runners stranded, and Mendez able to make a tremendous play yet again. All right. Well, that was quite an ending to the top of the sixth. Mitchell now gets a chance here to tie it back up. Like I said, some significant rain coming in, and winds coming towards a little bit left to home, coming in from right field, I'd say. It is nearly horizontal rain going on right now. There is very significant winds. As you can see right there, some serious winds going on. Anyways, we play on. We play on here, Veterans Classic. The veterans, they played on, no matter the condition. So why shouldn't we? Dylan Sulik up to bat here. The 0-1. This is still Pearson relieving. That one fouled off. Makes it 0-2. Mitchell really craving at least one run in this inning, because otherwise they'll have to do it all in the seventh. They were able to keep the score flat. That one is chopped up in the middle. The throw in time. Good throw there. Anderson to Swain, and that'll be out number one. Really looked like Sulik might have been able to make it, but no. Instead, a good play from the catcher, able to get him out. Up comes Carter Simpson. His last time up, he grounded out to the pitcher. The throw. That one flown up into foul territory. It should be playable. The left fielder comes and gets it. The shortstop, Coulter McAnally. And that'll be out number two. The wind almost took that one out of the field of play, putting some significant push on that. McAnally just about able to get it, though he did slam him to the fence. Okay. Hudson Haley, who got a single and scored his last time up, is going to have to hit with 2 outs again. This was the same situation he faced in the fourth. Though in the fourth, he was able to get that single and extended the inning, eventually getting driven home by his teammate Lincoln Bates on a triple. The 1-0. 2-0 now to Haley, the catcher. Haley drives it. What a play! Hayden Swain with the left-handed grab as he just, I mean, that ball was blistered down the right field line. He throws his hand out, makes an incredible grab with very little reaction time. What a play from Hayden Swain, and nobody scores in the sixth inning at all. It stays 4-2 for the Sixers. Man, a lot of great defensive plays to end innings so far today, between both of them, both of Mendez's plays and that line out, pretty good. Up come the Sixers, though. They're trying to add to their lead. 2 runs is not safe, though it could be enough. They would like better if they can manage it. No one gets away. They're still warming up, though. Corey Williams, Hayden Swain, and Caden Anderson in the duo. Corey also an okay. He's one of their starters. He'll probably be one of the starters in these upcoming games they have in pool play. I do notice nobody's throwing their best guys to start it out, which I do have to wonder about that because there are very strict pitch rules where if you throw like 51 to 80, you can't pitch for 2 more days before you pitch again. So I think you'd want to max out, and then hopefully once you get done with like complete games from your best guys, however many days you got, you'll have them for the playoff game on Sunday. And I think that's a reasonable strategy. There might be a reason otherwise, but I can't see it. Okay. Miller, a little bit off the plate. That'll make it 1-0. If you're enjoying this or watching from either, Mitchell, Cheyenne, or just enjoying the baseball, give it a like. Fouled off. 1-1. Oh, whoops. Forgot to change the inning. All right. Williams drives it up the middle. Second baseman able to handle it. The throw is good. That's out number 1. They got the second baseman there. That is oh, I can't find the second baseman. I'm going to go Landon Sulik. It's one of the Suliks. They play middle infield. They instructed him to play deep a little there. The 0-1 now to Hayden Swain. Swing and a miss. Swain got some serious power. They've got to watch out for that. Miller proving to be a good relief pitcher, though. A little bit high. For ball 1. 1-2. Swain. His last time up, he popped out to the shortstop on a little blooper. I didn't quite get far enough into the outfield. 1-2. Miller hits him right on the back. Ow, you could hear that from up here, but he will take his base. He tried to get out the way. It did not matter. Hopefully his vertebrae are all intact. Okay. Caden Anderson, the catcher, is going to come up next. His last time up, he grounded out into a spectacular ground out to third, where Mendez was able to make a great throw and get Anderson before he got to the base. Swain leading off. He doesn't have too much speed, but a little. That one high. Ball one. I think Swain is simply just trying to get into the head of Connor Miller here. Or, sorry, Carter Miller. 1-0. A little bit high again. 2-0 now. Miller having a little bit of control issue after he started out 0-2 against the against Hayden Swain in their at bat. Pitch way in the dirt. Swain will stay, but now it's 3-0. Hardly even have to worry about the stolen base at this point. You just got to make sure you don't give him it for free with a walk. Hoping to get some soft contact here, I bet. Miller, the 3-0. High and inside, that'll be ball four. 4-pitch walk will put 2 men on with 1 out. This is not what you want to see if you're a Mitchell fan. Coming up now is Braden Pearson. He flew out in the 4th to center, and he struck out looking to end the 5th. 2 men on. Braden currently relieving in place of Juliet Romero. He's trying to help out his own save possibility. Ooh, does not hit him, but gets real close. That's going to be ball number 1. Miller having some control issues. Luckily for all of us, those aren't the speediest pitches, so they won't cause the greatest damage if they happen to hit. That one over the plate, 1-1. I can see all of the Laramie Rangers sitting out there getting excited for their matchup. 1-1. Miller. Off the plate. At this point, with 2 catchers on the base paths, Swain normally a catcher, I think I'd just focus on my pitching. I really wouldn't worry too much about stealing. It seems like Miller seems to be checking out the second baseman and then maybe rushing his pitches. That one, a little bit off, just on the bottom left side of the plate. 3-1. Can come back in this, or could it be another walk to load the bases for Nolan Horton? The 3-1 to Pearson. Fouled off. 3-2. Full count. 3-2-1. Top of the 7th. 2 men on. That one off the plate on the payoff pitch, and that'll load the bases. Miller having some control issues, and it's showing. They're gonna have he's gonna have a visit with his catcher. Nolan Horton going to come up now. 1 out. Bases loaded. He needs a K or a fly out or something easy here. If this gets, honestly, I think if Mitchell post 18 is not able to keep this at least a 3-run game, it might be over. Swing and a miss. Strike 1 on Nolan Horton. Miller able to get him on a breaking ball. A little off the plate, 1-1. That one is going to be popped up into shallow left. The shortstop able to make the play for the out. Nobody moves. That's the ideal situation for Mitchell. They get their second out and no runners advance.
Pop off to the shortstop for out number 2, coming into the plate, number 9. The second baseman, Kate Coates.
Okay, Cade Coates now up. He has a walk and reaching on an error in his last 2 at-bats. Seems to be somebody's balloon flying up in the sky there. I can't quite make out what it's supposed to be. Maybe the letter J. I don't think it was let go on purpose. That's all I'm going to say. All right, 0-1. Miller, bases loaded. That one over the plate. Slow, but it gets back into the top of the zone. 0-2 now. This is exactly where he wants to be with Cade Coates. Coates is going to have to fight this off. Miller, the 0-2 to Coates. A little bit off, a little bit outside. That'll make it 1-2. Miller, that one swung on to short. The play throw to first or second, and that'll be the final out. They get away, 3 men stranded, bases loaded with 1 out, and Carter Miller able to right the ship, and nobody scores at all, keeping it 4-2 going into the bottom of the 7th. What a game this has been. So in that inning, no hits, no runs, no earned runs, no errors. 3 men got on and 3 men left on base on a hit by pitch and 2 walks. Out comes Braden Pearson. He's going to have to finish it off. He's looking for the save here. 4-2, the score since he entered the game. Well, technically, I mean, it wasn't his runner, but somebody did score on his watch on a fielder's choice. But Lincoln Bates, the man who got the RBI triple his last time up, will lead off Mitchell post 18 in a moment. Laramie Rangers starting to get over towards the dugout area. Rain seems to subsided slightly. Wind is a little bit less, but still pretty strong coming in from right. Tonight, there will also be that NBA Finals Game 1. I know several of you are Nuggets fans. I myself a Nuggets fan coming from Denver. They are the only Denver sports franchise I actually support. All the rest of them kind of obnoxious. The Nuggets fans are nice because they never actually win. But they're about to. They reached their first finals appearance. They played the 8 seed Cinderella Heat, who nearly allowed a 3-0 comeback, first time that would have happened in NBA history, before righting the ship in Game 7 at Boston. That one off the plate makes it 1-0. Pearson to Bates. Well, we'll keep you updated on quarter scores, I think, for that Nuggets game, so you don't have to watch that. You could stay here for the Hard Hats game. That'll happen at 7. At 2-0. Strike 1. Makes it 2-1. Bates, about the right guy that you'd want to lead off here. He seems hot. That one fouled off. Some significant contact. Makes it 2-2, though. You'd love to get a man on when you need to, when you need both runs here. That one grounded up the line. Swain able to handle it. That'll be out number 1.
Ground up to the first baseman. Ground number 1 is going to bring to the plate.
Mason Herman now up. He flew out with and stranded Bates in his last time up at the 4th. He will be looking to get a hit here or get on base somehow. That's just a heater. Pearson put a lot of juice on that one, and it goes in the zone for strike one. I mean, that was high 80s, maybe even low 90s. Another heater, that one a bit outside, 1-1. That one hard. A little bit off, though, 2-1. Pearson throwing that really strong heater. I want to say low 90s. Fouled off, 2-2.
Fans, please attend those foul balls to the pitch booth and again get your name clearly drawn so that they
All
can
right,
help
the
you
2-2.
see start.
Pearson looking for the punch out. He gets it right over the middle. Pearson gives him the heater, and that'll do it. Second strikeout of the game for Pearson. It'll be the second out here as well.
Entering to the plate, number 5, Colin Stang.
Okay, Colin Stangy. Gonna have to be their savior here for Mitchell if they're planning on making a comeback. Bottom of the seventh. This is their last out. That's a ball that started out 1-0. Pearson looking to shut it. That one is over the zone, 1-1. I think that Stangy saw that and realized he started to maybe take a step towards the plate. That went inside, able to dodge it. Stangy, they're playing a quite deep infield here, expecting a grounder. That one is put up the line, but foul. 2-2. Down to their last strike. Can Mitchell do it? Mitchell post 18 needs something here from Colin Stangy. Or can Pearson close the door? Braden Pearson. 2-2. A little bit off. Bit outside. Full count. Nowhere to go, but you got to face this pitch one way or another. Full count. Fouled. Nope. Popped into not quite into playable territory. It'll get down. It'll keep it a full count.
Zach and players, please return all the foul balls to the pitch booth.
All right. Stangy, with the team on his shoulders, the full count. He fouls that one off too. He's staying alive out here. Got to give him credit for that. Pearson. Gets him looking! That'll be the end of the game. Braden Pearson able to close it out. Final score 4-2. And Cheyenne post 6 gets on the board 1-0 here in pool play over Mitchell post 18.
Next game will be Laramie and Mitchell. Laramie will be the home team for the next.
It'll be Mitchell will get their chance in just a minute here to change that as they finish things out. But well, because they will play Laramie in about an hour, not an hour, 30 minutes-ish. I think it's probably a 4:15 kickoff if I were to bet. But either way, Mitchell now on the board. 4:30 is our official time. That was what was reported on the schedule before the game, but we weren't sure. All right. Next, it'll be a 4:30 tip-off for the game after this. Mitchell gets that, takes that loss. They will try to recover.
SCA will start at 4 p.m. 4 p.m.
Oh, it's going to start at 4 p.m. period. 20 minutes off. That is a lot faster than 4:30. But to be fair, Mitchell's already warm. Laramie's been waiting around. Okay. Well, yeah, Mitchell will get their next chance here in a minute. Okay. I'm waiting on some scores from the Pete Lean Regional, and once I'll do that, I'll give you a concrete standings board. I will remind you of the regions, though. Here is the two regions we're looking at. Or not regions, just two different pools, the Fitzgerald pool and the Pete Lean pool. I will be back in a second. Seems like somebody on the Cheyenne Post 6 team was able to, or had a birthday today. I couldn't make out who, but they were getting teased. I'm messing around with some stuff. If I can get it to work. Hey, we might be getting some. We might be getting a little bit of baseball from behind the plate. I do hear a little thunder. I will be closing my window so that no rain gets in. I'll be back in a moment for that, but if you see a little bit of glare, that's what that is. If you see my face, hello. It's me, Oliver Fell, voice of the Hard Hats. Well, they're across the same room. I don't see how they wouldn't be communicating. All right. Okay. How about that? That's pretty cool. All right. That's just what I wanted to see. So, all right. I will see you guys in about 5-10 minutes. I'll be back for the game. Stay tuned. It's going to be Hard Hats TV streaming Mitchell Post 18 versus Laramie Post 14 Rangers.